All right, so what makes a good biography? I want to talk a little bit about that because I just finished reading Mary, Queen of Scotland and the Isles by an Austrian author, Stefan Zweig. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Zweig? Maybe? I don't know. I think you have to make a funny face when you say that. Zweig. But no disrespect to the author. He was very good at writing this book. I did a little reading about him after I completed this book, and it turns out he was the most popular, perhaps the most popular writer in Europe when he was alive. And I could see why. I mean, he's a strong writer. But more so, when he wrote this biography, he said that he didn't want to get caught up into a lot of day to day details about her life. Though, on the other hand, he does bring out a lot about the day to day details of her life, but he does it in a way that highlights why she made decisions the way she did, and it highlighted the events that helped shape her and help mold her into the person that she was. And by that I mean defined her as we see her from a historical perspective. Um, it's one thing to write a biography about a lot of facts, bringing a lot of different conclusions from a lot of different people. And I've read biographies like that, and they were pretty boring. But this author keeps the book flowing, okay, so it's paced well. And he also really, I think, highlights the struggle of humanity, the struggle of the individual. And that was intriguing to me. There's been and I hate to use my personal experience, but I don't know what else to draw from. When I read other biographies about people's lives, you don't always see that, okay? Sometimes you read a biography and it's very positive or it's very negative, but this author brings out both. He says, this person was a person. They made a lot of mistakes. They had a lot of good qualities. But certainly an interesting topic. I mean, Mary Queen of Scots is a mysterious person in certain respects because of the fact that there's a lot of writings that just didn't survive. Thankfully, there were a lot of letters that have survived and have been passed down to us that we can draw upon. But at the same respect, they're political letters. They're letters that she wrote and have received from different lords, different ladies, different kings, different queens that were her contemporaries. And you wonder, is she writing this to drive something politically, an agenda, or did she really believe this? So I think that's why there's a little bit of mystery surrounding her as a person. I think there's also some mystery because at the end of the day, you're like, well, why did she do that? And why did she do that? It doesn't make sense for a queen to actively seek to murder her own husband. But she did, apparently, from this book, if I'm reading it correctly. So, good writing. As I said, it paces very well. You're going to get a lot of the highlights of her life. There's a lot of discussion between her and Queen Elizabeth, her cousin. It shows the struggles that she had internally. It brings out her passions that she had in life strongly. It talks about what it's like to live with enemies that actually were threatening to kill you or even pull you down as being the leader of a country. So intriguing from that respect. Okay, so good writing. I'm not doing this justice, and I'm sorry. But I do hope you decide to check out this author. I hope you decide to check out Stefan because he's a unique writer. I can't put it into words. You just got to read him and get a feel for yourself if this is a guy that you like to read or not. But good book, and really good writing by this author.